Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much. I thank Outset Crescento who gave me this wonderful opportunity to share with you about India's national rail plan and some important key facts about Indian railways. India aspires to become USD 5 trillion economy and a global economic powerhouse within 5 years. Country's GDP will also growing 10% per annum, and some of the key sector also structure such a way to grow USD 5 trillion economy within a short period of times. In this process, all the sector expected to deliver economic multiplier effects in the country. Railways also one among them. Some basic facts of the Indian railways. You see, Indian railways are fourth largest railway network in the world, and even in revenue terms, railway also one of the fourth largest organization in the world. Indian railways started running trains 160 years ago, and it moves 1.2 billion passengers in a year, as well as 1.2 billion ton of goods every year. It also one of the largest employer in the world. Railway employs 1.3 million employees in the railway sector. And Indian Railways has the more than 8,000 stations and 13,000 passenger trains are running a day. And freight trains are almost 9,000 plus trains are running. And railways are managing one university also, Rail University, recently created by the government, and 11 PSU manufacturing units are under the Indian Railways. Some important missions in Indian Railways. You can notice Indian Railways has set a target of 100% electrifications of its network December 2023, and Indian Railways aspires to become carbon neutral in 2030.
Sir, one second, sir. Sorry. Everything is going well. Just increase to look into camera a little more. You're looking into camera in between, but just increase frequency of looking in the camera. अभी तक अच्छा चल रहा है. Just look into the camera a little more in between sentences.
Okay. Thank you.
You can continue where you left, sir.
Indian Railways has some of the flagship projects, national important projects, that is dedicated freight corridor projects. One is Western dedicated and another is Eastern dedicated projects. These dedicated projects will bring down logistic cost of India. Presently, Indian logistic cost around 14%, and India aspires to bring down less than 10%. Apart from this dedicated freight corridor project, India also is implementing high-speed rail project from Ahmedabad to Mumbai. This train high-speed rail is a game changer, will be a game changer in India and can bring transformative initiative in Indian rail sector. National NRP vision is National Rail Plan. The National Rail Plan envisages to create adequate capacity in the year 2030, which can take care in the year 2050. The plan mainly focuses on how to increase the rail model share in the rail business. The aim of the NRP is stressing that identifies the present model share as well as the estimated the future demand and the target also. National Rail Plan aspires to bring existing 30% model share of the Indian railway freight system to 40%. 40%. Some of the initiatives identified by the National Rail Plan is that it will create 12 more number of new high-speed rails for 8,000 kilometers from before 2040. and 5 new dedicated freight corridor has been planned with 5,750 kilometer. And rail plan also identifies of high density corridors, total number of 7, and highly utilized corridors around 11, total 30,000 kilometer of this network will be decongested. That means further addition of the new lines and doubling, tripling of the railway tracks will take place. Apart from that, National Rail Plan identifies 3,50,000 of procurement of rolling stock for future to cater the future demand. The connectivity to the 11 industrial corridor, which has been planned by the government to promote the industrial activities, the rail plan also identifies the enhance the connectivity to the industrial corridors. Apart from this, modernization of the railway stations also been well planned in the National Rail Plan. It is, we can call it future ready. If you see the passenger throughput and growth, passenger throughput and growth and freight throughput and growth, NRP identifies the passenger existing the growth rate of the passenger and freight as well as the future demand of the passengers and for the freights. We have noticed that 10% growth has been identified in the air conditioned segment and 4% growth identified in the non-AC segment. And freight business also grows 4%. But there is a lot of scope to increase the throughput in Indian railways and promote the freight business in the Indian railways. Probably this growth rate, the road sector is one of the competitor to the rail in for freight transport because 70% of the goods is being transported in the roads. And if you see the passenger, civil aviation is one of the competitor to the Indian railways. So we have to, but however, Indian railways gives the more opportunity for energy efficient and sustainable transport system. And National Rail Plan also directed and to map entire rail network has been digitized on ZZ platform, which person can able to see, which has been 7 layers has been created. You can able to see what are the rail network in the zonal railways, whether it is a single line, whether it is a double line, whether it is a triple line, and what are the roads nearby, and what are the geographical locations of the system. All these things you can able to see by the process of digitalization. Now, entire network in India is digitalized. And some of the important digital transformation in Indian railways, we can notice that Indian Railways digitalized most of the functions like freight operation information system and control office application system, integrated coach management system, loco maintenance system, crew management system, and these have large number of historical data as well as real-time informations. Railways not only this NRP not only identifies for digitalizations and new network creations. Apart from that, also it helps to bring more innovation in Indian railways. Recently, Indian Railways indigenously developed semi-high-speed rail. It is called Vande Bharat Express, and Indian Railway also developed indigenously anti-collision system, which promotes the safety of the Indian railway passengers. And financing plan of the NRP, we can notice that around USD 500 billion will be invested within 2 decades and in network creations and augmenting the rolling stock capacities, modernizing the terminals for passenger and freights, and bringing new high-speed rails and new dedicated freight trails and bridges, flyovers, and goods wagons. All these things will be procured, which will augment the Indian railway system. Indian Railways are very old organization in India. And India moves 23 million passengers per day, which is more than population of the some big countries in the world. And Indian Railways offers very least cost transportation system. It is less than a rupee person can travel per kilometer or something. Indian Railways offers employment opportunities to many people in manufacturing, and mostly our Indian railway system indigenously producing locomotives and producing rolling stocks, and apart from indigenously production, it also collaboration with the world reputed companies, and technology wise it is continuously upgrading in signaling systems and passenger safety. Railways, one of the mission statement is to safeguard the passenger safety. And if you see the network, presently Indian Railways has the network of 68,000 kilometers, which is expected to grow to 1,20,000 kilometers in near futures. And if you see 1950, India able to create a 50,000 kilometer of the rail network, which is still many of the countries not able to achieve. Even Europe also, many countries are less than 50,000 kilometers. And railways also, very soon, it will make profit by promoting the last mile connectivity and removing the bottlenecks in the Indian freight transport system and modernizing the all freight terminals as well as the passenger terminals with world-class standards. And the investment funds, you can see every year around $100 billion of investment has been planned. Officially, it has been planned 50 billion US dollars. Then it like that it will continue to invest another 20 years. It is we can call it railways or one of the sun-rising industry, because it gives various opportunities for business public to run the private trains, to lay the tracks. Everything will be invested through public-private partnership along with the government initiatives. It is expected that Indian Railways will grow fast and will attain world-class standards in the rolling stocks, in the manufacturing units, and it can become one of the top 3 revenue earning organization in the world. Thank you.